we stopped here in Hurricane, Utah. We figured no trip would be complete without checking out Matt's Off-Road Recovery and Winder Towing. We came here, got some t-shirts, and gonna take a quick view of the Banana. We just got finished with our pre-trail ritual of taking air out of the tires, and it seems to be that, although that is very common and everything, there's something we do every time, it doesn't seem to be as common to other people as it is to us. And so I wanted to talk a moment about why that is. The lower tire pressure allows for your tire to mold around the rocks and gives you better traction. It also gives you a lot better and more enjoyable ride. On this particular trail, I'm not very concerned about the traction, but I would like a nicer ride. And also, we might try to go up the river a little bit, so we'll have wet tires and big boulders, but we'll see if we do that. We're not 100% sure if we're going to do that, but I did take the tire pressure down to 15. Now, I've got bead locks, but even without bead locks, I wouldn't be concerned at 15 psi. I wouldn't go much lower than 12 without bead locks, just to make sure you don't pop the bead off of your tire, or the tire off of your wheel. With the bead locks on slick rock and really rock crawling, we'll go down to 6 psi, 8 psi, easy all the time, and that's definitely not too low. Okay, so we actually just left the falls and came back. As it turns out, we went the wrong way. There's a loop on the upper half of the trail. You don't have to make the loop, but the part that goes down to the river first is more difficult, and that would be to the right as you're coming towards the falls. If you go left, you'll stay on a fairly maintained, very decent gravel road, and so we left the falls and we're going to go back to the right and go the harder trail. Kids are anxious to get back to the pools. They were a pretty darn cool place. There's cliff diving, swimming, just splashing in the water, throwing rocks, whatever. It seems like pretty fun. We'll get back there quick.
Get the camera going.
All right.
And a nice firm pair, gonna make me a millionaire. Across the bar, giving me the eye. Don't pretend like you are shy. Loving me will make your mama cry. You got it all in best supply. I wanna take you home. Down to your knees. I like to think it's all for me, even though it isn't free. In my mind it's just you and me. I wanna take it home to my movie studio. I wanna film it, baby. Take it off, take it nice and slow. Let me grab your hips. Pretty soon I come to grips. Cherry lips and nipple slips. I just about the tips. I wanna take you home to my movie studio. I wanna film it, baby. Take it off, take it nice and slow.
We've made it back to the falls. Kids are pretty excited to be back here and playing in the water again. They're changing into their swimsuits. I don't know if we're going to try any of the cliff diving or not, but if you're that adventurous, come out here and do it. It's a fun trail the other way. We went up the river a little bit, which was 100% optional, not required by any means. But the main trail itself was definitely more difficult, and I'm not sure I'd be comfortable with anything other than a built Jeep going up those roads, especially from the falls back towards town. There were some steep hills you'd have to go back up. Coming down, obviously gravity's going to help, but you'll probably scrape bottom quite a bit in some places. But you've got two options to get here. As you saw earlier in some of the drone shots, there were Subarus and things that came in on the easier route, and then of course side-by-sides, motorcycles, all those things are going to make it here just fine. We'll probably stop and have a quick little picnic, bite to eat before we hit the road and continue our adventure. Okay, we just finished up the trail here at the falls, aired up, and now we're off. We're off to head back home for the week, be adventurous, get out, enjoy the land of the free.